Hi Marlene. Wow, that looks so beautiful up there. I was confused about your holiday. I thought it was last week, but how absolutely beautiful to be there. And good for Sally to have a break too. Good for all of you to have a break, especially after your sad family news. So just enjoy it. Okay, here we go. In the future, it may be necessary for us to live on another planet. No, thank you. For this reason, some people believe we should spend money researching planets that could be a possible home, such as Mars. To what extent do you agree, disagree? Okay, interesting. To what extent structure? Okay, 360. Quite long. So always, if you're getting short of time, just maybe cut down some of this examples. But let's have a look. With increasing pollution and the resulting environmental damage, the opportunity for mankind to exist on Earth in the future might constantly be decreasing. I love it, but I don't like that word. You don't need it. Might be decreasing. Might, I would go slowly, or might continually, that's right. Might continually be decreasing. Either of those would be okay. Some scientists have claimed that research into the viability of living elsewhere deserves funding. I agree that government should provide a budget for universe exploration, but I also think environmental measures should be prioritised. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How perfect is that? I mean, wow. Absolutely immaculate. I love this opening sentence. Very strong. This is excellent. Present perfect in there, totally accurate. It deserves funding, really, really good. And that's a great statement there, your thesis statement. Fab. With the harmful exploitation of the natural habitat of Earth, humans are most likely on their way to destroy their home planet. Okay, on their way to plus ing, their home planet, on my way to having my coffee break or whatever, but ing. Which is the only acknowledged living perspective at the moment. Living perspective, living location. At the moment. This is because the blue planet provides, careful there, exclusively adapted living conditions for humans due to its high levels of water oxygen. Yeah. Unfortunately, this perfect and delicate system is significantly affected by repeated... Now, that's an adjective. So harming is a noun, so that should be an adjective simply. Repeated harming. Don't be confused because it's got ing and you're thinking adverb. It is an adjective. And often human inducted processes like the emissions of massive CO2 amounts and the resulting greenhouse gas effect or plastic marine pollution. Okay, absolutely. Human inducted processes. No comma there, but I really, really love this, Martine. It's amazing. It's amazing. Look at this vocabulary in here. Look at this accuracy here. Just that one little thing, which is a typo. I know you know that, noun, verb. Amazing. Fantastic examples. You've got all these collocations perfect. Yeah? All these words which go together. Subsequently, Swedish scientists have predicted that the polluting trend of steady consumption might leave the Earth inviable. Unviable. Now, it's not leaving the Earth, it's leaving, it's unviable. It's leaving Earth habitation. Like it's living on it that's unviable. Might leave Earth habitation unviable, so we need that there just to be really specific. In approximately, that's very depressing. Therefore, some investors and also individuals have financially supported research of living alternatives, such as, not living alternatives because it's not alive, but alternatives for life. Or to support, we talk about supporting life. Alternatives to support life. Or alternatives which could support life. Okay? Absolutely lovely. However, opponents have argued that research into, so we call it space research actually, to be technically accurate. Space research consumes extraordinary amounts of budget now it doesn't consume a budget, it consumes funds. Careful, we've had this before, I think, when you were talking about the national holidays. So make sure you're happy on which words to go. I spend a budget, or I use a budget, or I allocate a budget, but I consume funds here. And additionally, scientists were not yet, able, have not, present perfect, have not yet been able. They will in the future, which is why you've got the present perfect. Indicates unfinished. Not yet been able to find such perfect conditions for humans as on Earth. Comparative as. Instead, the focus should be laid on the conservation of the environment and prevention of detrimental effects in the future. Consequently, global measures and policies should be placed and funded, put in place, but instead better implemented, good word, implemented and funded, or logically funded first, then implemented. And additionally, projects and campaigns may also raise awareness to convince individuals about pollution and its various dangerous effects on Earth. According to Australian government, organisations like Sea Shepherd succeeded in, watch out there, succeeded in decreasing. So that's another grammatical thing, like this ing, no, where was it? We had the ing here, okay. Watch out for those. You've got so few grammar errors, it's insane. But this should be, so I succeed in, and then verb ing. So succeed in doing something. So succeed in decreasing plastic pollution in the world's oceans by about 60%. Very nice. To conclude, beneficial to study how to a certain degree. Nonetheless, I believe Earth offers the best currently known setting for the only. Therefore, authorities and individuals should entirely conserve, should entirely conserve. No, a bit like that, it doesn't quite work. Should conserve and protect the planet, which needs, present tense, needs to be fully funded. Yeah? Now, in the first place, I would say as a priority. Priority, okay? That is the most incredible essay. Absolutely incredible. That is absolutely a band 7 with no problems at all. Watch out though, because you're a little bit over time. And what I don't want you to do is make some silly kind of grammar mistakes because you're under pressure, okay? So just watch out there, okay? Otherwise, absolutely fantastic. Seriously, seriously lovely. Okay, this is very small. What is this? Persons arrested in 5 years in 1994. Okay, so we've got, that's very hard to read, isn't it? Okay, men. Okay. And then the reasons. Gosh. Oh, okay, drink driving, probably, yep, okay. Okay, theft. Okay, I'll do my best on that one. Not very hard to see, is it? The pie chart indicates the proportion of males and females who have been, don't need a comma there. Females who've been under arrest. So either under arrest or arrested, period of 5 years, where the bar chart is 7 most registered causes. Okay, good. Overall, during the 5-year interval, generally more men were arrested than women, while public drinking was good. Notably, there were more other alternatives for arrest for both genders. More other, yeah. Over 3/5 at the beginning. Now, you can't develop backwards. You can improve. Improving to 1 in 10. Where 3 times, improving to or worsening is the opposite, just so you know. 3 times more punished with prison. Yes, okay. For women, that's quite a long overall sentence, but don't worry. For women, the most registered reason for an arrest was public drinking. Yep, slightly higher than the figure for men at 31. Salt was the second carrot. I think you mean where there. Females over to their male counterparts. Good. to not answering why they've been arrested. Okay, maybe just simply put no response. No response given. Okay, and I think as we said before, you can always put this into little quotes like that. And then that's just a little bit tighter and maybe a bit tidier. For men, drink driving was the leading offence. Yeah, nearly double the number. Good. Breach order. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well done. I'm worried about you being over time. You could simplify that if you possibly can, but otherwise, super good. I mean, go and have a lovely holiday because this is amazing work. Well done.